What's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 26 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we're going to be going over the best free content that you can earn in MUT 26 right now. We're talking players, packs, and coins. This is a weekly video series that we're going to be dropping every single Sunday, just going over everything that's in the game that you should be doing to earn free content. We've done this over the last two Madden titles, and I'm happy to bring this series back. For the most part, it should be every single Sunday, with some exceptions. There's a lot to go over, a lot of free content that specifically came out this week that you can earn. So let's go through it all. We're going to start with the Season 1 Field Pass. A lot of you by now are probably familiar with everything about this, but I do want to cover it because we're getting to that point where a lot of you are probably going to hit level 37 this week. I'm currently there right now, and you can actually max out this Field Pass if you want to spend money. We're really focusing on things you can do to upgrade your team to earn free content without spending money. But if you did purchase the Premium Field Pass, when you get to level 37, you get an 86 overall upgrade token, which is very important because that token is not available in the store. Now, I do believe it'll be available this upcoming Thursday because we're likely going to get an overall increase and jump up to 86 overall champions and 87 overall LTD. So if you've been earning enough of your season tickets and saving them, you should be able to buy an upgrade token or two for the existing Season 1 players. But when you get to level 37, you get one without having to spend season tickets, again, assuming that you have that Premium Field Pass, and that will mean that you can upgrade any one of these Season 1 players to an 86 overall. Now, the images you're going to see here on your screen are what they look like fully at an 87. You can essentially -1 on all of the important attributes to see what they look like at an 86, but the cards do get all 32 team chems, which is extremely helpful. There's going to be a lot of videos linked down below in the comment section as a pinned comment. One of them is me going over the best players to upgrade first. And also remember, if you did pre-order before July 24th, that means you have that Jalen Hurts pre-order card, which also takes the Season 1 tokens. He can also be upgraded to an 86 overall once you get that token. Outside of all of the rewards that you're earning directly from the Season 1 Field Pass, if you go to your Ultimate Team Weekly tab, there are additional things that you should be doing if you're trying to earn the best free content in the game. So if you're playing through the ranked game mode, which we will talk about here in a moment, 25 wins. You got to get these every week, though. They do give you a free entry to the Gauntlet game mode, which takes place from Friday to Monday. It is a very sweaty, competitive game mode, but if you can get a free entry token into it, you might as well play it, because even if you only win a game or two, it's going to lead to free packs and free coins. Again, that's assuming that you can get 25 wins in a week span, because everything in this section does refresh on Wednesday afternoons. That also includes solo seasons, the league, and the run. So you want to play these games on a weekly basis, again, time permitting if possible. Going through a full season of the league, which is 10 games, and then winning in the playoffs and the Super Bowl are going to give you 4 of these solo season tokens. You're going to get 4 more of those tokens by playing the run, which is broken down into 4 tiers. You got to win 5 games within each tier, I believe, before you lose 2 games. And it gets a little bit more difficult as you climb the ladder there. But if you're able to do this every single week and get these things done before Wednesday, you're going to get a grand total of 8 tokens. Now, if you can get to 32 of those tokens, you can trade them in for a free champion level card. And the earliest you'll be able to do that, assuming you had the game a week early with the pre-order access deluxe edition, the earliest you'll be able to get 32 tokens is this upcoming Wednesday. Now, when that happens, I wouldn't use those tokens on Wednesday because, like I said, Thursday with the Campus Heroes promo, we should be seeing an overall increase, so you want to at least save those tokens until that point. And speaking of weekly content, you also have your weekly Spotlight Field Pass, which also refreshes every single Wednesday. It's going to be about 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time. With this one, you have a plethora of things that you need to do, whether it's opening up packs, knocking out solo challenges, completing sets, and then getting these statistical objectives with weekly Spotlight players or programs. Now, right now, weekly Spotlight consists of the Collector Series, which comes out on Mondays, and then the Legends, which come out on Saturdays. Team of the Week will also get thrown into here, which is likely going to be an every Wednesday promo. It just hasn't started yet, but getting XP in this Field Pass by knocking out these objectives and playing through the solos that also give you weekly Spotlight tokens can also lead to free champion level cards. So if you get 25 of these tokens, which can be done right now for free, you can trade those in for a free 85 overall. So again, if you have enough tokens to redeem the set, you can do it right now. But as I just advised you, we're going to go up in overall this week. So I think it's best to hang on to those 25 tokens, wait for the 86 overall champions, and then go ahead and use them. With the Campus Hero program likely dropping this Thursday, we know this due to MUT leaks, the preseason standouts promo is all but over. Now, we may see some LTDs in the game tomorrow, and we'll see if we get any reveals later tonight on Twitter, but you can max out the solo challenges and the field pass from this preseason standouts promo, and that's really important because you can get a lot of good free content. Now, throughout the field pass, you're going to earn these upgrade tokens. You're going to get 7 in totality between the welcome pack, the field pass, and the solo challenges, and you can split these tokens up a few different ways. So number one, there are 2 different welcome pack players that you had to have chosen from. One is going to be Deion Jones, and once you make that pick, you're kind of locked into it, but you can use 7 of the upgrade tokens to upgrade him or this Quentin Johnson. You know, again, depending on which player you picked. Both of them pretty good. I'd probably say Johnston is the better of the 2, but we've gotten so many good free wide receivers early on, you may have went the other route on that. The other side of this is that you get 7 tokens, and you need all 7 to upgrade one of the 2 players I just showed you. On the flip side, at the very end of the field pass, you get an 82 overall Will McDonald that can be upgraded to an 85 as well, but it only requires 3 tokens to fully upgrade him to this 85 overall. And the good side of this is that there's also solo challenges that you can play where you're going to earn an 82 overall Achilleo Witherspoon, who can also be upgraded to an 85, and it also costs only 3 tokens. So to me, the better usage of your upgrade tokens is taking 6 of the 7 that you can earn to upgrade the Achilleo Witherspoon and the Will McDonald versus just using all 7 tokens on one player. I mean, 2 85s versus 1 free 85. You choose which one sounds better to you. The final field pass I want to talk about in this video is the Team Builders field pass, which goes hand in hand with Team Captains. And on Wednesday, or it was Tuesday, honestly, I can't remember which day at this point, but it was earlier this week, you should have received the Team Captain Welcome Pack that contains all 6 Team Captain players, and you're going to need these upgrade tokens to take one of them to an 83 overall. So they're pretty easy to earn. You can see I am 1 away from fully maxing out the field pass. Once you get that welcome pack, you just want to make sure you get 2 of those players in your lineup, and then you knock out all of these objectives. The upgrade tokens will take any one of these players to an 83 overall, and of course, we did put out a video breaking down all of the best players and all of the ones that you would want to upgrade first. They do also get all 32 team chems, so they're going to be really, really good on a theme team. And these are also players that should get upgraded throughout the year. EA will add more objectives into this field pass, allowing us to earn more XP. More XP equals more upgrade tokens. And hopefully they remove that 83 overall cap on these cards very soon and let us bring them up to, 85 or even 86s to keep them in line with everything else that's going on in MUT right now with the current overalls. And of course, in that video where I break down all of the best players to upgrade first, I also talk about a strategy of just upgrading them from a 78 to a 79 with 1 token to take advantage of the fact that they get all 32 team chems at a 79 overall. They won't really see the field too much for you in that instance, but it makes it a lot easier and cheaper to build out a theme team to get +1 speed on your other cards. Along with the team captain drop, we also had team builders, and you can play through your team builder solos right now and earn 2 free 82 overall players. There are a lot of solos to play, but early on you can get one of those 2 free packs pretty quickly. You can see I'm fairly close there on my main account. I got them all done on my no money spent account, but at tier 1 20 stars and then tier 3 80 stars, you get a fantasy pack where you get to choose any of the 82 overall players that came out on Wednesday. There's some pretty good options in there. Of course, we did put out a video breaking down the very best ones to choose out of that pack. So if you haven't earned these packs, especially if you're no money spent, get to these solos ASAP, get them done, because you can get 2 pretty good free cards that also get double 32, or I shouldn't say 32, but double team chemistries for the team that they play for now. And if they played for 2 different teams, you can split up those team chems to help you build out a theme team. And we will talk about building theme teams in a video upcoming this week, so be on the lookout for that. But these solos are pretty much a must-do. Some of the other solos you should be playing, we talked about the Spotlight series and the Field Pass that gives you the Spotlight tokens. Playing the Collector Series solos and Legend solos will also give you those Spotlight tokens that can be traded in for a free champion level card. Again, you need to get 25 tokens between the field pass, there's pack offers out there, and then these solo challenges. You can get there right now. And for the preseason standouts promo, I mentioned it earlier with the Achillea Witherspoon, you have to knock out all of the preseason standout solos. Once you do that, that will unlock the best of preseason section, and once you beat all of these solos, you get 20k, another upgrade token, and the 82 overall Achillea Witherspoon that can be upgraded. Now, let's talk about some of the offline and online game modes that you can be playing right now for free content. If you go to your versus CPU section, this is where you're going to find solo seasons, the league, and the run. We talked about that earlier, playing through these to earn those tokens to get a free champion. You also have solo seasons or solo champions for easy and medium and hard. I believe you need silver tokens that you can get from objectives in your season 1 field pass and logging into the game. To enter the easy mode, you need gold tokens to enter the medium and the hard mode. I haven't played these, so I don't know if they're really worth it, but if you max out the rewards, you get, some decent packs out there. So if you're strictly an offline player, this might be the game mode for you, but that's all you really get are the packs as you climb up the different levels. If you go to your events tab, there's 2 different game modes, one online and one offline that you can be playing. Against the CPU, you go 9-0, should be very easy. I think on average, it's going to take you about 40 minutes. You're going to get 30,000 coins, a little bit over that, and then the first time you do it, a 76 plus non-BND pack. The second time and above that you do it, you get a 78 plus non-BND pack. Right now, those packs only contain preseason standouts cards. On Thursday, they will likely start to also include campus hero cards. But the greatest thing about this, number 1, it's very easy, and number 2, it's repeatable. So if you can get this done in about 40 to 45 minutes, you're going to be making 30k and getting 1 pack every time around, and you can play it over and over. Now, this one expires on Thursday. Hopefully, we see brand new events for the Campus Heroes promo for both offline and online players. And if you do like playing online, there's a similar event. It's much more rewarding because it's going to be a lot more difficult to win 9 games in a row against a human user versus a computer. But if you are able to do it the first time around, you get 18k, 276 plus packs, a 78 plus pack, and a token that can be traded in currently for 3 82 plus preseason standouts cards, 1 85 overall champion of your choice. But because we get a new promo on Thursday, this token also likely will be able to be redeemed for a champion level Campus Heroes card. So if you have one of those tokens and you haven't used it, or if you haven't gone 9-0 and you think you can do it, I would hang on to the token and wait to see what happens on Thursday. Every additional time you go 9-0 after the first time, you're still going to get the coins, the 76 and 78 plus packs, but instead of a token, you'll get 2 82 plus packs. Again, right now, these events packs only contain preseason standout cards, but they will likely contain Campus Hero cards once that promo officially goes live. Finally, we have our head-to-head section, which is going to feature head-to-head seasons, 6-6, which is like a 6v6 game mode that you can play with your friends. There's squads, there's the gauntlet that we talked about earlier. If you can earn a free entry token into the gauntlet, it's definitely worth playing, even though it is going to be very difficult. The idea here is to try to win 10 games before you lose 2. If you're able to do that, you get a gauntlet player fantasy pack, which currently contains an 85 overall Devin A-Chain. Excuse me, it's an 86 overall player. He goes for like 1.7 million coins, so very expensive. You also get a W fantasy pack, which I think gives you your choice of either cards or coins, and 300,000 coins. Now, I totally understand that the majority of you watching this video, including myself, are not going to win 10 games in the gauntlet before you lose 2. But like I said, if you get a free entry token, it's going to be worth it. If you can go 2-2, 3-2, 4-2, you can get some decent coin payouts there and hope for the best with the pack luck, which will probably be very slim. But that's the gauntlet, only Friday to Monday that it's available. We don't have any MUT champs this year, so head-to-head ranked I think is going to be a little bit more popular. And for me, this is probably my favorite online game mode because it's on all Madden difficulty, so less fluky things happen. And the rewards are pretty good. So currently I'm 23-12. We are probably about 2 wins. If we can win 2 games in a row, 2 wins away from getting to Champion 1. And if you look through the rewards, I'm not going to show you all of the cards that are included at every single level, but basically based on the level that you finish the month on, and in this scenario, it's actually about a month and a half, so this doesn't close out until the end of September. If you finish in Gold 3, hypothetically, you're going to get an 85 overall fantasy pack. All 3 of the players are the same. They just have different overalls. So Elite 1, 2, or 3 is going to get you an 87 overall fantasy pack. Hero 1, 2, or 3 is going to get you an 88 overall fantasy pack. Champion is really what all of you should be shooting for. That's going to give you an 89 overall fantasy pack that includes 3 players. Number 1 is going to be this 89 overall Ted Hendricks. He always has really good cards. He's tall, he can cover, he can be user. Just overall really good card. The second option is going to be an 89 overall Malik Neighbors. I mean, one of the brightest young stars in the NFL and should be one of the best wide receivers in the game. And the third option is going to be Benjamin St. Juice, an 89 speed cornerback who I believe is 6'2" or 6'3", and all of these cards will get all 32 team chem. So if you can finish in champion 1, 2, or 3, you get the same pack payout there, and I think it's worth it. Again, the more you win, the higher you climb up, but you could go like 50 and 50 and get to champion. You don't have to have the most amazing record. You're just going to have to play a lot more games, and if you are able to finish the session in the top 100 on the leaderboard, you get a 90 overall version of the 3 players that we just showed you. You do have to pick one of them out of the 3. Once it comes time to actually open up the pack, I'll make a video going over the best one to take out of that pack. We just simply don't know right now because it's so far out. There could be other players at those same positions that are much better than the cards in this pack, but rank does give you some really, really good rewards. And I think in totality, I mean, there's so much to do in this year's game for online players and offline players, but I think that covers everything that you should be doing and can be doing in the game right now to earn the best free content. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.